I should go first, Sabine.
No, Ezra. Your orders were to stay back and protect the asset. This place is crawling with bucketheads.
Sabine, let's be optimistic.
Hey, stop right there.
You were saying?
It's only 2 stormtroopers. There could have been a lot more. See? Optimistic.
Stay right where you are.
You go protect our cargo, and I'll distract them. But go!
Quick, after them. How are we supposed to get up there? There have to be steps. Remind me to tell Agent Callis that we need more steps in this theater. Copy that. Not again. Why do they keep doing that? I just saw more rebels heading towards the south corner. Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? You're all clear, kid.
Not bad.
Well, I got some experience in these types of situations.
Okay, you stay here and wait for the intel. I'm gonna go help Sabine. Not that she needs my help.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Star Wars Weekend's host, James Arnold-Taylor.
You got those bucket heads on the run. It's kind of comfy though, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. Worked for Luke Skywalker, it'll work for me. Are you guys having a good time? Do you have any Rebels fans here today? That's good, because this is Star Wars Rebels. Fantastic show, and as your event host, I'm thrilled to be hosting it here, especially today. We've got a great show for you. Now, I've been known to voice a character or two in the world of Star Wars, certainly the Clone Wars. I don't know if anybody ever saw that show. Look at this. Now, this is a small sampling of some of the voices I got to do through 6 seasons working on the Clone Wars. One of my favorites right there, Master Plo Koon, which was a bit of Ian McKellen, the voice there, and then Rico Hardin, which was Obi-Wan Kenobi undercover as another guy. Well, it's very confusing. Anyway, we got O.C. Sobek. And the way I came to get the voice of O.C. Sobek was I took a little Al Pacino and a little Christopher Walken and got O.C. Sobek. So then we got over here, this guy, he was kind of an Italian, hey, how you doing? And then King Manchucho, he sounded a lot like Johnny Test, which is another voice I do on another show. But I've got to tell you, one of my favorite ones, absolutely my favorite one to do was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was very thrilled to be able to voice Obi-Wan on Rebels Season 1, Episode 1. There was a little cameo from him, and it was a great honor for me to come back as Obi-Wan. And if you missed it, take a look at the screen.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the Temple. That time has passed, and our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere, and in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you. Always.
Great fun to return to Obi-Wan. Thank you so much. Hope you catch my show, Obi-Wan Beyond, tonight, right here, 7 o'clock, Theater of the Stars. Speaking of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Shameless plug, I gotta do it, okay. I'm kind of digging this. This is like Nerd Trooper. What do you think? Yes, well, before we bring out our very special guest, and she is a special guest indeed into the world of Star Wars, she's been with us for 10 years working in the world of Star Wars, with me personally, and it's a lot of fun. But we have a lot to catch you up on with Rebels. If you didn't catch all of Season 1, there's so much I can explain. I'd rather just show it to you. You guys want to see it? Yeah. Take a look at this sneak peek at Season 1, or rather, if you look back on Season 1.
How's it going?
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting.
Who is that kid? You want to ride? Whoa.
What happened down there?
He did. All troopers, focus your fire on the Jedi. Come with me and be trained in the ways of the Force. You can learn what it truly means to be a Jedi.
That thing's not a Wookiee.
That's an Imperial Star Destroyer. You need to board the transport and warn them.
No way. Why would I risk my life for a bunch of strangers?
Because Kanan risked his for you. If all you do is fight for your own life, then your life is worth nothing. They need you, Ezra. They need you right now.
We sold TIE Fighter. You what?
He's taking it better than I thought.
Get rid of it.
Do we have to? Do or do not. There is no try.
What does that even mean? How can I do something if I don't try to do it?
Actually, that would always confuse me too, but Master Yoda sure used to say that. I am the Inquisitor.
Does yours do that?
Come on, let's go.
He's playing well in the fourth.
Okay, let's start the celebration.
Copy that. Commencing festivities.
Ahead of you, a difficult path there is, Padawan. A Jedi. You may it be. I don't believe it. It's a lightsaber crystal.
Name's Calrissian. Commando Calrissian.
Shields won't hold long under this barrage.
Sabine, we got targets incoming. Let's move.
Kanan!
I'm sorry, but you must focus on your next objective.
But Fulcrum, Kanan is our objective.
That's not regulation. I kinda like it.
Officers found Kanan by now.
Who's that?
I don't know, but I think they're on our side.
Fulcrum. Ahsoka. My name is Ahsoka Tano. This is a new time. A new beginning.
Not to worry, Agent Callus.
Wow.
The Emperor has sent an alternative solution.
Wait a second. No, it's me. I had to do another removal. Did you guys enjoy that? Is this a little clue as to who our guest is today? What do you think? How's it work? Already got the orange on. Pretty good, huh? All right. Hey, a very special guest. A friend of the world of Star Wars, a friend of Clone Wars, and a friend of Rebels now. But before we bring her out, let's take a look at her one more time in action on the screen. Check it out.
That's our signal. Let's get going. Huh, yeah.
He's one of my favorite Jedi.
I'm gone. Go! If it isn't sped,
Oh, that's it.
there'll be obnoxious pet.
Just watch it in that back. Watch your force.
You said something like that.
I agree.
What are you doing here?
The real fight is about to begin.
I can't stay here any longer. My name is Ahsoka Tano. This is a new day, a new beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Eckstein! How are ya? Well, I'll just wear these. are excited to see Ahsoka. We are excited to see you, Ashley. Thank you so much. How many Star Wars weekends have you attended?
Ooh, wow, this is my 7th year at Star Wars Weekend.
7th year. Wow, amazing stuff. Fun stuff.
Thank you.
And it all started with a little show called The Clone Wars.
Yes.
Were you I don't know if we've ever really talked about this. Were you a Star Wars fan before all of that?
Yes, I was. I actually grew up here in Orlando, Florida. My dad, my dad, who is in the audience somewhere, there he is, was a Disney cast member for over 15 years. And I was a Disney cast member right here at Hollywood Studios. And I remember growing up, and the week the park opened, I came and I was 7 years old, I believe. And I walked down Hollywood Boulevard, and we went into a little store, and we actually made a movie. It was on kids. It's a thing called VHS.
Yeah, that's you wouldn't understand. It was a tape, but it was very
but we made a movie, and well, actually that was before Star Tours. But then when we came back when Star Tours opened,
Sure.
and I remember riding the ride and growing up watching Star Wars, and it made Star Wars real.
Yes.
It made movies, it made acting, it made Star Wars. You know, Hollywood Studios just made it feel like this dream of becoming an actress was tangible and real. And I don't know, I've always been a Star Wars fan, and thanks to Disney, it made it all.
Combining them, yeah. And now here it is. The dream is real. You get a call from all the folks at Lucasfilm, and they want you to come in and read for this character, and it's a bit of a mystery how it all worked. We talked about it a little yesterday, but give folks that may not have heard how that all came about with Ahsoka.
Yes, I actually auditioned for the role of Padme when I went in for Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And I told my agent, I said, I don't know if I'm right for this because you were supposed to sound like Natalie Portman, and I just really didn't sound anything like her. And my agent said, you know what, you gotta go into the audition because you never know what could happen.
You never know.
Exactly, and so I went in. Sure enough, the first line out of my mouth, they stopped me and they said, no, you sound too young for Padme. But they said, but there's this new character, and she's a 14-year-old girl, and you might be right for it. So they wouldn't tell me anything about it. I just knew that it was a new character, and I ended up booking the role of this new character that I didn't know
Before you even
about.
really knew about it. And so Ahsoka was 14. She was a youngling. She was learning the ways of the Force. She was discovered by Master Plo Koon, who, of course, I am connected with Master Plo Koon. And here she is now, the Padawan to Anakin Skywalker. And I remember those first days in the studios. We were all working together, yourself and me and Matt Lanter playing Anakin. And there was so much magic there, all of us together. And it was like, oh, this all makes so much sense. It was exciting. So it's great to see how it's all changed and come full circle. But you've got to work with so many wonderful voice actors. D. Bradley Baker and...
D. Bradley Baker, Captain Rex, who is coming back in Star Wars Rebels. How excited are you about that?
That's the amazing thing. So with someone like Dee, he is the voice of every single clone. So all the clones, when you watch the Clone Wars, that's him. But he's also the voice of most of the creatures and characters throughout the whole show. And so when you came back in, now we fast forward 10 years, and you're working on all of this, and you've been part of Star Wars for so long, and then you get the call to come back and be in Rebels. How was that?
It was really exciting to find out that Ahsoka was coming back on Rebels because I'm a fan just like everyone here.
Yeah.
And when Ahsoka walked away at the end of season 5, sorry, spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen it. But when Ahsoka walked away, I wanted to know where she went. I had all the same questions that all of you guys did. And Dave didn't tell me. Dave Filoni, our director, he didn't tell me where she went. So when I got the call, it was really exciting because I figured that Ahsoka lived because she was no longer a Jedi, which means, she would survive Order 66.
That's right.
But selfishly, I want to know more about her story.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and so then, this is kind of a nice little segue, too, because while you got into the world of Star Wars and Ahsoka lives, that has become a catchphrase that has also become associated with you, not just as Ahsoka, but with something else we call her universe. Can you tell them about what her universe is? I think pretty much everybody knows what her universe is, but yes. So her universe is...
Her universe is a merchandise line in a community for female sci-fi, fantasy, and Star Wars fans. Yes! fans are women. And, you know, I've always said, Star Wars isn't just for boys, Star Wars isn't just for girls, Star Wars is for everyone.
Right.
And it transcends gender. It's a story, to me, of hope. It's a story of good overcoming evil. And you can't put a gender on that. It's universal. And so I just went shopping one day looking for a Star Wars t-shirt made for me, and I came up empty-handed. I actually came up in the boys section, and I thought, no, you know, I'm not the only one. So I talked with Lucasfilm, and I said, you know, would you let me do a company just for girls? And so we designed merchandise to make girls geek chic from head to toe. So dresses and skirts and cardigans and t-shirts and stuff made for women and girls, and everyone looks so beautiful. Stand up.
Look at everybody if you're wearing her universe. Look at that. Oh, they're everywhere. Little princess over there. Yeah, look at this thing. All over the place. Really cool. Now, I like that particular picture. Is it possible to go back to that one picture real quick? Now, I like that one because I have my little Padawan. That's my daughter on Ashley's right. Well, you're left. There she is. There she is. Yeah. Way to go, Lydia. Pretty cool stuff. So her universe really takes the world by storm, takes the universe by storm, and you can get it at Darth Mall. You can go to Darth Mall and visit. You can get all of the different merchandise there.
Yes, it's there right now. So you go to the back of the park.
But don't leave right now.
Oh, no, not right now. We have secrets for you, maybe.
Yes, that's right. You gotta wait and watch the show. But really exciting stuff, and I think it's so cool. And I would say thank you because it is tough. Thank you for my family, my wife and my daughter, who had the same problem as you. Where do we go and get Star Wars stuff? So now there's a place. There's a place for all of us, yes. But there's a place for all of us as voice actors, too, to work in other things besides Star Wars. And the craziest thing is when we walk into a studio, we get to see each other outside of the world of Star Wars. And that happens from time to time where we might see one of us. But we walked into a studio a couple weeks back, and Ashley was there, Matt Lanter was there, Phil Lamar was there. It was like a Clone Wars reunion.
It was, but it wasn't Star Wars.
It wasn't. It was Spider-Man. So there we were. I took a little selfie of all of us. And look at Ashley, you're wearing a Spider-Man piece from her universe, yes?
Yes, it has a Spider-Man hood.
So that's Matt Lanter in the backwards baseball cap. That's Phil Lamar with the LA Dodgers cap. Phil is the voice of Bail Organa, Kit Fisto, and many other characters in the world of Clone Wars and Star Wars. And Diedrich Bader, the actor from Office Space, the Drew Carey Show, who's photobombing us in the background. So, it's nice. But we had a great time in the studio, and it was really like old times. And we were all sitting next to each other in the booth, so pretty cool.
Me too. You know, I have to say this. When I first started Ahsoka, I really was, me personally, actually, I was a Padawan. I was very new to the voiceover world, and getting the opportunity to work with, you know, true veterans like James and Dee and Phil is
Tom Kane,
Jim
Cummings, yeah.
You guys taught me so much, so thank you.
Well, it has been awesome. I've always said Clone Wars throughout that world, Ahsoka was really my favorite character because she, I think, was also really the audience. Do you know what I mean? It's like she was the one experiencing Star Wars the way all of us were. And she was the one that was really trying to kind of grab hold of all of this. And we saw such full circle with this character, and her world kind of crumbles. Again, spoiler alert, sorry, but Clone Wars has been out a long time. Come on. And you got to catch up with Rebels. So she is now back in Rebels. She is grown up. What's the age difference now? What's the age gap?
You know, when we first, or when we left Ahsoka in Clone Wars, she was about 16 and a half.
Okay.
And now in Rebels, she's about 32.
Wow, big jump.
Big jump. And, you know, what's interesting about Ahsoka in Rebels is she's more of the mentor now.
Yeah.
You know, in Clone Wars, she was more like the Ezra. She was the student. She was the snippy Padawan.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan had to put up with her shenanigans.
Yes.
But now, in Rebels, she is like the Obi-Wan. She is like the Anakin, or even, you know, at times like Yoda. They really look up to her for her wisdom. And it was definitely a big change in her performance.
What was your, I haven't asked you this, what was your reaction when you saw these images of her now and seeing how she's changed?
You know, at first it actually took me aback because I'm so used to Ahsoka and Clone Wars. I looked at her, I sized her up, I'm like, I don't know if I like this new look. But then the more I looked at her, I'm just like, she looks so cool.
She's beautiful, she's really great. And so then, did you have to change yourself vocally to match this new Ahsoka?
You know, at first I was really worried about it because in Clone Wars, I talked, you know, in a bit of a higher register, and I was like, always in time to save your life, Sky Guy.
Right.
And I talked higher, but now I was talking to Dave Filoni, and I said, I don't know if I can lower her voice enough. And he said, well, you're pretty much the same age as Ahsoka. He's like, just talk like yourself, you know? And so now I just try to talk a little lower, and she says, like, it's a new day. It's a new beginning.
Yeah, she is, and she's very, and again, she has a bit of that Obi-Wan calm about her.
Yes.
Very nice.
You know, we don't really know what's been going on with Ahsoka, but she's troubled. She has a lot of questions.
There's a lot that happened with her and her character and let down, and it even leads to these photos we're looking at here. There's something very different about her. Now, Ahsoka always had, well, didn't always, I should say, somewhere in the middle of this Clone Wars, she got 2 lightsabers. She still has 2 lightsabers, but they're different. What's different about these ones?
Well, you know, Ahsoka, again, spoiler alert, walked away from the Jedi Order, so Ahsoka's no longer a Jedi. She was definitely let down by some people. And so she's, you know, she can't have a colored lightsaber because she's not a Jedi, but she is far from the dark side, so she wouldn't have a red lightsaber. And so white actually means neutral. She's in the middle. You know, she's not part of the rebels.
And she's not a bounty hunter. She's not out for money or anything.
So she's doing her own thing. And so white means neutral. And I hope we get to find out where she actually gets those white lightsabers.
Yeah, and it's really pretty cool. And it's a color that we haven't seen ever in a Jedi, which is very cool, or a lightsaber, I should say. So. Really? Okay, so does that lead us to any little secrets, any little spoilers, anything you can give away about Ahsoka or season 2 of Rebels?
Only a little bit.
Okay, what do you got?
I can say that Ahsoka has a lot of questions.
Yeah. So do we.
There's this mysterious Sith Lord that, I don't know, I guess his name is Darth Vader, but Ahsoka, who is this mysterious Sith Lord?
Oh, it's very strange.
But that's all I can tell you.
That's it. The rest is top secret? Okay. Top secret stuff. Oh, Ashley, okay, there's been some bucket heads around here. I don't know if you know, but we gotta be careful because you never know what's gonna happen out here. And, oh, wait a second. Chopper! Hey, everybody, it is Chopper! You with your little arms out there. Hey, yeah, what's going on? You know Ashley. Okay, good. So, wait, what's going on? Top secret footage, exclusive to Star Wars weekends. Dave Filoni's gonna really? Well, okay. I speak droid, a little droid. I picked it up in Star Wars weekends here. Chopper has some footage of season 2 from Star Wars Rebels that he needs to get to the Ghost, their ship, but he needs to go and use our equipment to transfer through. But that would mean you guys would have to see it, and I don't think you want to. I don't know, Ashley. They think they want to see it. You want to see this footage? Now take that. Oh, look, I got to take a picture. All right, I'll never. Okay. Oh, and Dave Filoni's going to introduce it and explain it? Okay, great. All right, everybody, a sneak peek at Season 2, Star Wars Rebels. Check it out.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much, Chopper, and hello, Star Wars Weekend, Star Wars fans. I am Dave Filoni, executive producer of Star Wars Rebels, and I want to thank you for all the support we got in Season 1 of the series. We've had a really fun time introducing all the new characters and all these new adventures. And for those of you that are new to the saga, or new especially to Star Wars Rebels, it's a story that takes place between Episode 3 and 4 of the film. And it tells the story of a band of rebels, a small band of rebels, as they come together as a family and they fight back against the evil Galactic Empire. And especially, it's a story about one young boy, Ezra Bridger, and his journey to try to become a Jedi Knight. But always more exciting than talking about Star Wars, I love talking about Star Wars, is watching Star Wars. So please, enjoy this look ahead at Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels.
Fighter coming in at Mark 3.
Oh, interesting stuff.
So be serious, my friend.
I kind of wonder if she's sensing anything about that dark side, that figure right there. Hey, a little fun fact that we revealed last week: the voice of Darth Vader on Star Wars Rebels is none other than James Earl Jones.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Yeah, and I think they also mentioned, well, Vanessa Marshall mentioned that Sam Witwer, who is of course known from The Force Unleashed and played Starkiller, also played Darth Maul in the Clone Wars, is on Rebels as well as the voice of
Palpatine.
Emperor Palpatine. That's Darth Sidious, yes. So very cool stuff. But Chopper, I think that was fantastic. But do we have anything else we could show? A full trailer of season 2 of Rebels? I think they want to see it. They seem excited about it. Shall we do it? Let's take another look at season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. Check it out.
That's serious, man.
Things are getting worse just as they did back when I was your age. But back then, there were 10,000 Jedi Knights protecting the galaxy. Now,
there's just you and me.
We rob from the Empire, give to the needy. A noble cause.
Yeah.
I'm on my mark.
Gotcha!
Mission accomplished.
Lord Vader.
Yes, Master.
The rebels in the Lothal system. Hunt them down.
As you wish.
Fighter, coming in at Mark 3.
We've lost Phoenix 1 and 2.
We will squeeze Lothal until someone reveals the whereabouts of these traitors.
For the good of Lothal, we have to leave.
Alright, if I tag along?
The more the merrier.
Fighting alongside soldiers isn't what I signed up for.
We are fighting a bigger fight. We can't just run.
Ezra, we were lucky to survive. The fear, the anger, the hate. I haven't sensed a presence like that since
The Clone Wars.
My name is Rex, Captain. 501st Clone Battalion. I fought with Commander Tano during the Clone Wars. A friend of hers is a friend of mine.
Everyone, hang on!
who knows we are off on an adventure.
Rex, keep those ties off our back.
Working on it!
Surrender or be destroyed.
I hope you've got a better class of soldier than the stormtroopers.
They'll all be coming now.
I'm not afraid.
That's what worries me. Your master has deceived you into believing you can become a Jedi.
Hey! Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels premieres Saturday, June 20th at 8 o'clock on Disney XD. I know I'll be watching, you'll be watching, will you be watching? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have, but please give it up for our fantastic guest, Ahsoka Tano, Ashley Eckstein. And Ashley, would you join me in saying something that we've got used to saying at every Star Wars Weekends together? I think you know what it is, right?
I do.
May the Force be with you. Thank you so much.